Oh, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. I'm just having all of my alarms going off. And the little BRB thing should be disappearing in a second here. I'll give it a minute. Otherwise, the automated things will get all freaked out and won't work right. But anyway, it's Sunday. It's time to do some art. This was kind of a busy week, and I haven't even had time to draw anything like all week. So I think we're going to kind of start out with some warming up. But the idea today, there we go. The idea today is to draw a Final Fantasy boy or two. But there's a particular pose that I'm trying to find. Of our good main Final Fantasy boy Clive doing a sassy little lean. And just trying to, of course, oh, there he is. There he's doing it. Okay, great. I'm just going to see if I can grab it. Oh, that's not quite the lean I was looking for, but we're going to grab it anyway. And we're going to put it right on our canvas. There he is. So small. Let's make him large. Okay, there's one little lean, hand on hip lean. I want to find another one. It's so good when he does it. Let me see. I'm just scooting ahead in this video. Come on. There you go. There you go, Clive. Oh my god. It's only... I can only see a little bit of it, though. He's just so sassy. So we'll have to kind of extrapolate. Oh, look at that. Look at that gay little lean. Such a good boy. But yeah, that's kind of our project for the day. And yeah, let's I'm gonna do something just to kind of get my just to get myself moving the old art muscles. Let's see. And yeah, I can really feel I have not been doing much art-wise lately. But I hope y'all are having a good Sunday. This was the first Sunday that I have a new gig at a church, singing in the choir. So I have done that professionally in the past, and good friend a friend and colleague of mine directs the church choir there, and she was in need of some extra support. I was willing to do it, so I was at church today, and I'm like, I'm not a churchy guy. I'm not a religious guy. So it's always a little odd. Okay, How's this hand working? It's kind of sticking out. All right. I think I want to take this pose and I want to like exaggerate it. Just make it sassier. The way he kind of juts his little hips out. So sometimes I like to just kind of trace over some of the shapes going on just to give me a rough idea of how things are feeling. And that can help me get kind of oriented as I draw it. Just gets my hands doing the motions. But yeah, he likes just putting his hands on his hips like this. Very sassy. Yeah. Yeah, normally Sundays I'm sleeping in. Not this Sunday, though. This Sunday we were out and about. And sometimes you want that on the weekends. Because otherwise, if I sleep in past 9, I'm going to feel just kind of like gross about it. He's doing something with his other hand here. It's kind of hard to tell. But after the church gig, we went for a nice little brunch with the family, and it was very nice. So I just got back from that a little while ago, and so now it's time to stream. Yeah, so I really want to kind of accentuate this angle, I think. Just gonna kind of put these off to the side for a second. So like, how sassy can we make it is the question. That arm kind of needs to be hanging out. Oh, and then we kind of want the... Yeah, something like this. Just want it to be as sassy as possible. And we want the hand to be kind of below the waist, kind of. And the head, I think what we want is like kind of looking to the side a bit more. I always make my heads a little bit too big. But I think this is kind of the general feel we're going for. Maybe bring out the angle of the elbows a little bit more. Yeah, a little sassy kind of shoulder action going on. I think that's going to work well. Okay, let's not make this so spindly. Just be a matter of getting the armor correct everywhere. But I think something like this is kind of what we're going for. I might try just going forward with this. I figured I would have to do a couple iterations, but this is kind of close to the feel that I want. Okay, now I'm gonna need some sort of full body shot of Clive to get the outfit. See if I can find one. Need one a little bit closer up. See if I can find one. Mostly because I want to see his boots. Well, that's not so bad. This might be enough to go on. I'm just grabbing screenshots from my playthrough with my partner Aaron. So I just kind of want to take a look at this and just kind of try and sketch out some of these details. Make sure I know I'm not missing anything. So we've got like the pants kind of come up to here. Then we got his plunging neckline shirt with that's some sort of belt. Yeah, lots of belts going on. So there's the division there. And then the pants start here, and then the boots start way up high. And then we've got sword belt here. So there's some sort of little joint buckle thing here. It's the actual belt goes this way. And then here is some sort of scabbard situation. For a sword he like never uses. Yeah, we are going for like, you know, just look at these boys. Just oh well, I got too many drawings on them right now, but just so sassy. And look at that look at that sassy face. So we're gonna try and capture that. Right now I'm just tracing out these details on in his outfit. Right. Let's see how these are mirrored. Wow, they start all the way up there. And are these boots asymmetrical? Kind of seems like they are. So he's got a couple little things here and then a strap. And then the knee pads. And that looks different from the other side. And boy, these are spiky knee pads. This is kind of obscured by the lady. But we can extrapolate based on the other knee pads. You know, I'm not going to try and get all the details exactly right, but I do want to get close. Okay, and there's this little kind of anklet thing. There's another part of the boot there. So yeah, we are going to paraphrase all of this because it's more layers than I care to do for just a fun little sketch. I find this helps. This helps me just kind of take inventory of things. I don't really have a good view of his boot there, but it's gonna be something like this. And that's the ankle thing. I didn't look at the stream title before crashing and saying hi, so I know that I said sassy because it exuded it exuded sass. Fantastic. Then we're on the right track. You're absolutely on the right track. Yeah, I think if we do something like that for the boots, we'll be okay. And then the arms he's so pointy. With so many things jutting out of him. I'm half looking at this thing over here, like. Like there's this jutty thing before the actual elbow joint. Can't really see what it does on the other side there. It's a little too blurry here. But then this is where the glove proper starts. And there's a little bit of like chainmail or something underneath here. So again, we're not going to try and get this all one-to-one, but we'll get as close an idea as we can. Cape, we've got so many straps going on. Look, there's this one big cross thing. We have these two guys on either side. There's one here as well, although it doesn't have a buckle in place. So like maybe this is kind of just flapping around. This is fastened here. The little button thing goes around the shoulder. And then we've got this flap here also does not appear to be buckled down. It's got a little spot there, a little hole, but nothing through it. And then we've got another piece here that is buckled down, and this is the collar, and this has a strap that goes right like around his neck and then down under his armpit. I really don't understand the construction of all this, so we'll take kind of our best guess. Clothing is not my forte, so I just kind of have to do the best with what I got. Yeah, and this whole collar situation, like I'm not sure. Yeah, like there seems to be... It's like there are two layers. Like there's the kind of collar portion, and then his cape with the hood. Again, like the hood is all along the back here. So yeah, basically I'm just trying to figure out where I can simplify details. Where there's like asymmetry. It seems like there's an extra little piece here, because on this side he's got the two little, comes out here, then comes out again. So that's this and this. And then, but yeah, no extra thing here. But he does have a thing here. Little asymmetrical boy. So yeah, I think we need to try and simplify some of the stuff. I find I always, like, whenever I'm drawing clothes, I really need to understand how it all works. and like assemble it from scratch. But that's not always possible. And then the cape kind of just goes to one side. It doesn't hang down. All tattered at the bottom. Just like an edgy boy would have. Seam down the middle. Yeah, here's this. I don't actually know if this is a belt or not. Oh, this is the sword belt that I was talking about, and it kind of goes down. Oh, no, that's different. Oh, I see. Okay. It does actually come all the way up past the waistline of the pants. And actually, I don't know if that's the sword belt or not. Maybe this is the sword belt up here. You got so many belts, Clive. It's ridiculous. It's like I see something here that goes down. And then the sword is hanging here-ish. So that could be the sword belt. I really don't know. Okay, he's got a little pouch here. And little crisscrossies here. His little corset thing. And then the sword belt kind of splits into two things. And actually, there's another part that kind of goes up here. You learned something interesting with the composition of this song, the Gerudo Valley. Do share. We do like little bits of music trivia. Okay, let's get back to our little thing here. And this was just the first. This is the first sketch, which like I'm not sure if we'll stick with because the proportions might not be totally right. Let's see what happens if we kind of draw over it a little bit. I'm gonna make it daytime. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, no, something's not working. Oh, okay, we were on night mode. Okay, let's see if we can fix it. There we go. Daytime. It is an intentional combination of Spanish guitar music, African instruments, and Native American elements because apparently those are the inspirations for the Gerudo culture. Okay, interesting. See, there's always a lot of intention that goes into even the smallest composition. Okay, I'm just going to kind of block out the head a little bit. Just so that we kind of know where it is. The further you go into Gerudo Valley, the less European the music becomes. Is this in like the original Ocarina of Time? Or is this something they applied more to the later games? Okay, yeah, we got the collar. Hood. I'm gonna just try and exaggerate some shapes. Yeah, we got the hood, and then the shoulder of it goes there. And then it's pinned. Okay, I don't think it hangs down so much, and it would be stretched if he was doing the sassy little lean. Yeah, I need slightly. Yeah, okay. I've been thinking about this pose for a while, and I really want to get it right. And I don't want the costuming to get in the way of it. So that's where I want to just kind of do a facsimile of the armor. I think about a pose and get it perfect in mind, can never translate it into sketch. Always seem to do better when I accidentally get it. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to go into a drawing with like this very clear idea of what you want. Because then there's so much more opportunity for you to end up with something that you don't intend. It's a lot harder to match that. Yeah, I tend to be a very spontaneous drawer artist person who makes drawings. And I tend to rely on that a little bit too much. I'm glad I'm not feeling as rusty today. I was worried because I hadn't had a chance to draw all week that I'd be feeling uncomfortable. But I'm actually feeling okay. Okay, I really want to make sure I maintain the silhouette. As I add armor on here and things. I think this is going to be a sketch very much for my partner's enjoyment. I'm hoping that they will appreciate the sassiness. And you know, it's a good exercise for me to try and get the armor details and things. Okay, this strap actually goes, oops. This goes down here. And then after all of this, we're going to have to make sure we have the perfect pouty expression on his face. Which that'll be more the challenge. I struggle a lot with getting a good likeness of a character in the face. That's something I need to practice a bit more on. Started messing around last night with in Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO, messing around with my character's outfit. Oh, I've kind of messed this up. I find that okay, no, this is okay. We have the other strap. We have to have the neck strap still. Okay, that's the collar. have that? He just, yeah, it's more up here. I gotta remember, he just lets his chest kind of hang out here. Gotta practice my base sketching more. I always start applying clothes and details before I have my base done. Yeah, I find I'll focus on the getting like the pose and everything, but then I always find when I try to put the clothing on, it's too cramped, and I'm trying to fit all these details in that my base sketch didn't account for. So, you know, I'm trying to consider the details more when I make my base sketch. I do like this sassy. I'm into how sassy the hips are looking on this sketch. It's making me pretty happy. I don't want to lose that. Has a tendency to throw off proportions, yeah. Yeah, especially if you get like kind of tunnel vision with the details. If I start focusing on one area of the body, that'll start messing up the proportions. Okay, I need that full body shot again. So are you just chilling today, Guy, or do you have some work planned? After this, I've got to do some grocery shopping and some meal prep for the day. I kind of wish I had more of a weekend because I was traveling for work Thursday, working, yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I was traveling for work. And now I just want to have naps and just kind of like hang out. But unlikely. Oh, I should probably save this. Let's go Sassy Clive is what we're going to call it. Sassy Clive. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just zone out today, but it seems unlikely. Ooh, you doing some Silk Song? Hey. That's fun. How far are you into it? Okay, I think I made this arm. Oops. This arm is too long. I think that'll be a little bit better. I really enjoyed my time with Silk Song. And ended up putting a lot of time into it. on to Act 3. Okay. Things get serious. Really ramps up the difficulty in Act 3. Forgot to give Clive his sword. Honestly, at this point, the only thing I haven't done in the game is a serious speed run and beating it in Steel Soul. Oh my goodness! So have you beaten it already, or is this like a second or third playthrough kind of thing, or? I've not ever attempted a Steel Soul in Hollow Knight or Silk Song. Sixth time through. Okay. That's some serious business. Here I was saying that I wasn't going to try to put that much, I wasn't going to try and stay true to that much detail in the armor, and here I am just like trying to get every little nook and cranny. There's that. Getting myself a little bit lost in these nooks and crannies. So yeah, it starts up here and then down to the... kind of does that. Is Silk Song a pretty fun game for speedrunning? From what you have attempted? So as I was playing it and getting the different movement tools and things, traversal tools, I was like, I bet you get like a serious speedrunner going at this. It's gonna be off the hook. And I have seen some speedruns, and it is pretty wild watching people go at it. I feel like I'm gonna need another reference picture for Clive's boots. But maybe I should just limit myself to what I've got. I'll just try to interpret what I got on hand. All said and done, it's not feeling too bad. I'm gonna try and stay positive, not be too harsh on myself. Don't want to forget about the sword. Extra little sword. get this at a good angle so it's kind of, because it's going to be kind of bouncing off the hip a little bit. So and all I'm thinking about is about the new outfit. I got my FF14 character in. And I want to look at it some more. It's one of those things where like you get the one little armor piece that just ties it all together really nicely. Wrong. So many spiky parts to this boy. My goodness. Because there's like this thing up here, and jets out more, and then again. There's just so many. Doesn't help that it's such a dark screenshot. Okay, ads are going to be coming up soonish. I kind of want to see if we can at least get this initial sketch done. Something like that. Oh, we didn't do the other arm yet. Put this over here, because I just need to look at that other arm. I think the proportions are a little off. Yeah, I've made some of these sections a little too big. Need to make sure that we have enough space for the forearm. And we get to cheat a bit with a hand. Okay, let's take a look. You know, it's close-ish. Gonna snooze ads for a second here. Okay, so this is a start. This is a start. We can save this. Some stuff I want to try and clean up and maybe try to push some. I feel like we lost some of the sassiness in this other leg. And I feel like with this arm, I almost want it doing something like this. I want it kind of up here. So I might redo that. But we'll see. We'll save. Okay, we're gonna take a little break, get up and stretch, get some water, let the ads run, and then we'll keep kind of trucking away on this. So first hour complete. Well done, everyone. Let me do the little add command, and we'll see you in a bit. Thank you. Oh, I started the timer too soon. I'm going to wait till the ads. Oh, they're going. Okay. Oh, no worries, guy. Have a good stream. Maybe I'll pop in once we're done here. Hope you have a good Silk Song. Okay, Sif has decided that she wants to help. Yes? Yes, Sif? Yeah? You want to help? Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can kind of take this to the next level. Yeah, I think. Sip. I think now that we've got kind of the basic details down, we can just kind of go through and make it more stylized. Yeah, sippy. Yes. Yeah. Sif really wants my attention. Trying to decide if we do another draw over of this. We could do this would be a little sassier. So let's take this and oops, not that. I don't want to do that. Don't do that either. Oh, Adobe decided to switch my keyboard shortcuts randomly. I love it when it does that. Thanks, Adobe. Thanks, Photoshop. That is what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to make for a better silhouette. Now we need to get the pouty face. really have a good profile shot of him. I think I'm making him look a little too... It's a little bit too on profile. It's a little weird getting into it this late in the game. I do want there to be the cartooniness of the pouty face. Okay, let's try this on second layer to try and keep things clean. Let's turn down the opacity of this so that I can see a little clearer. smoochy face, you know? It's really the nose. Why are you letting the nose get in the way of things? See, he doesn't have like a huge nose. But it's there. Oh, messed that up. Now, do we do it eyes closed or do we have him doing like a... Eyes closed seems good. I keep on forgetting I'm still using the same color. Okay, I think we're getting closer to the vision here. Need to cover up more of his face with his very dramatic hair. It's looking a little bit like Sonic the Hedgehog here. Wonder if we put the part too high? His hair is ridiculous, though. It's a little bit of proportion issue, though, I think. Focus so much on the lips that we've kind of lost the face a bit. I think maybe it's time to just start inking. and then see what we can kind of fix up through that process, because it's getting to the point where there's kind of too much. It's a little bit too messy now. I've really exaggerated this hip situation. Which, I mean, it's good. It's fine. But it's a little bit silly. Oh, I need to put some of the... Gotta put the little ribbing... on the side. The little corset. Maybe we'll start with the head and see if we can succeed in our original intent. I don't know why I'm starting with the nose. That's maybe a bad idea. Yeah, I've definitely fudged things with the nose here. So I hadn't confidently asserted where the nose was and like what angle we were doing. Okay, we need some. Mm, just getting the right angle on this hair is a time. Okay, it's not turning out exactly how I want, but what does? I think for what we're doing today, you know, we'll have something by the end of it, and that's better than nothing. And I feel like this costume design is just a lot. There's just a lot going on. So even if we can get close, I'm okay with that. Drew over a bit of the collar here. This little neckline is not quite in the right place. Yeah, might have actually done to, might have been a good idea to do like one more sketch over, just to really make some confident decisions about the various lines going all over this outfit. But I'm still kind of okay with my decision to just go start inking. I think inking forces you to make other decisions. And we're not going to be caring about too much accuracy on the armor here in the hands. It's too small, and all I know is that there's plating on top. So we will do a little bit of that. We will try to draw all of the joints on the finger, though. Because it's just polite. Oh, that's not really how it goes. Okay. Let's give that another shot. Okay. I think that'll be fine for our purposes. Almost time for ads again. Jeez. Okay, I think I went a little overboard with the positioning of the chest. We have some anatomical issues to deal with. But maybe we fudge it for now. Could be worse. Okay, let's run some ads. Get those out of the way. I'll get up and stretch. My hand is actually a little bit cramped right now, so this is a good time for a break. And then we'll finish this up in the next hour. So let's have a oh. Timer isn't exactly right. Let me try and get it. There we go. Okay, be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's see. I think I'm only going to get the inking done today. The rate we're going at. That's fine. There was a lot to figure out anatomy and costuming wise with this drawing, so I think we can forgive ourselves for taking a little extra time on that. You know, that's not a half bad amount of sass, I think. I think we have successfully created some sass. kind of just trusting my pencils on this, which a little bit of a dubious task because I don't think I quite got the asymmetry right with how this whole legging boot situation works. But I think we're just gonna YOLO it and see what we have at the end. Because yeah, maybe if I was being more, if I was wanting to make this more of a real piece, I'd maybe try to, I'd probably be double checking my references more. But I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself these days. Just kind of have some fun with it. Because if you're not having fun with it, what are you doing? You should be enjoying yourself. And I mean, it's different if it's a, you know, a work project that sometimes you have to push through some you know, if you are if it's work hours, you have to push through some discomfort. But for this, I just want to have a bit of fun. Rediscover some joy in making a thing. Because sometimes it's hard to find the joy. It's not always totally apparent. Okay, well, we got a bit of a boy. It's something. It ain't nothing. I think just making a thing has its own merit. Doesn't have to be marketable, doesn't have to be good. Only you know what you're, how well you're sticking to your process. And if you are achieving the things you want to achieve. Okay, a little bit of a boy. That's what we got. A little bit of a sassy, pouty boy. And you know, we went from this initial mock-up to having something, so I actually don't feel too bad about that. Cool. Well, I think we'll call it there for now. I've got some chores to attend to today, and you know, do kind of want to make some time for myself to recuperate a bit. There's a lot going on in the neck area that I've kind of fudged over. I might want to take another look at it and see if there's like more I can do. It's just so many things going on with all the straps and things, so many crisscrossy things. I think now that I've done it once, I can maybe look at trying to simplify, but I find what I need to do is like take inventory of all the things and really hold in my head that there are, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 flaps, and there's this many there's 2 straps, and like the collars have, you know, they're on a separate, it's 2 layers to the cloak and all that sort of business. And I find it usually takes me a few times like fully drawing the thing to get a full inventory of all those details. But as a first kind of pass at the outfit, you know, and just trying to make a little drawing, I think we succeeded with the pose. So yeah, that's that. Let me see who's out and about in Twitch land. Okay, let us hop her over to Guy's stream where he's doing some Silk Song. I don't know who's all here, but we'll go ahead with that. Thank you for hanging out if you've been lurking. Appreciate the time we get to spend together. Looks like he's working on Scar Singer Carmelita. So let's pop on over. /raid, and we'll get that username. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the outro screen. And whoops, that's not the right outro. I wanted this outro. So again, thanks for joining. We'll see you on the next one. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope it's a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I guess I should say, our typical streams will be resuming next week. We got Friday, Saturday. We'll have some game streams with my partner. We'll be doing some more Final Fantasy 16. And we'll plan on doing another afternoon art stream on Sunday. And I'm not sure what I'm going to draw. We'll do something. But until then, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.